Hey girl, what's up? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today is a Throwback Thursday video. So we are using some makeup products that we have already in our makeup collection and creating some amazing looks. If you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. All right, let's do the eyes first because we are going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Jackie Aina collab palette. And I'm so excited about this because we're going to be playing in with this shade right here. So let's see. And we're gonna go ahead and coat our eyelids with the Juvia's Place concealer. This is in the shade number 15. I've had this in my collection for a while, but I might as well go ahead and like kind of empty it out. Thank you all so much for the support that you are giving me on my Throwback Thursday series. I just feel like it's an opportunity to declutter, but also play and makeup, you know, without having to break the bank. In this economy, you better use that makeup you got. Use the makeup we have, okay? Set this eye, I'm gonna take the shade Ginger. Let me know if you were able to get your hands on this palette. This palette was so pigmented for all the right reasons. Like, look at how this is even going on for this ginger shade. Gonna set that concealer all over the lid, and this is also going to be the transition shade. You can do so much with this palette. You can do one shadow as all over the lid, or you can just create a look like we're doing. Hopefully I don't have to use too many shades. I want to make this as simple as possible, and I know I say that all the time and then I end up doing something crazy trying to blend. But this palette is just like, it's a collector's item for sure. And the colors are so pigmented that you should be able to get what you're trying to get. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Edges, using the same blending brush, and just pop that all over the lid. And these are two matte shades, so should be easy to blend. Just putting both of those on. Going back into Ginger with a more tapered blending brush so that we can kind of just buff out the edges. So beautiful. So beautiful. So you kind of want to soften up that top area a bit. I think I went too far on one side, but it's cool. I'm gonna take the same ending brush and go in with Credit, which is this deep brown. And we're gonna just focus that on the outer corner. You know we love a good depth type of eye. All right, going in with Wigglies, which is this red shade. Let's see how this goes. I'm just gonna use my finger and place that. So pretty. Of course, I'm gonna add some gold in here. Like, it wouldn't be a look for me if I didn't put some type of gold in here. I'm just gonna add Trust Issues, which is like a really like loosey type of shimmer shade that you can like pop. It's like an eyeshadow topper, I would say. And I just popped that on the lid. So we're gonna clean this up. This palette does have a little bit of that fallout, which I believe a lot of the ABH palettes did back in this time. So it's been a while since I purchased a new ABH palette. It's been a while since I purchased a new ABH eyeshadow palette, but I know back in that time, a lot of the fallout was normal. So just cleaning that up. Some lashes. I'm gonna go in with the Ardell Winx lashes. I believe these are just so easy, and they have like this band on them. I would do wispies, but let me go ahead and do these. These are the Winx Be Yourself lashes. I've talked about these so many times here on my channel. Like I said, they have a really nice thin band, and it looks like you have liner on. Like, it just makes your look 10 times better. I'm gonna moisturize our face with the MAC Studio Moisture Cream. This is one of my favorite moisture creams before makeup. I just feel like it allows the makeup to just go on so effortlessly, and it smells really good too. It smells really good. And it just brings back those MAC days. If you ever got your makeup done by a MAC makeup artist, then you know the smell that I'm talking about. That's what this reminds me of. And it just gives a nice subtle hydration, which I really, really like. For primer, I'm gonna take the NYX Honeydew Me Up primer. I believe this is an oldie but a goodie, man. This is definitely a throwback one. It's one of those very hydrating, and it gives like that honey illusion, so you will, because it's like, but it's not sticky at all. So if you never tried this primer, don't get, you know, thrown off by it dragging out. A little bit goes a long way, but I like to use a lot. It's so hydrating. It's not, like I said, it's not sticky. It's just very hydrating. I think NYX has really good concepts for their products sometimes. So like, if you see my last few videos where I've talked about that glue gripping one, the packaging, and this one to be like a honeycomb, I think this is just so cute. So yeah, you don't have to wait for this to get tacky because this is a dewy primer. So we're gonna go ahead and go in with our foundation. The foundation that I'm using today is the Rare Beauty foundation, and I'm in the shade 370 Neutral. Now, like I said, I haven't been shopping for no new makeup, so we're gonna go in with what my shade used to be. We are in the winter months actually, so I should be pulling out my foundations that I've got for the winter time. But I also typically like to go down a shade darker because of right here in my mouth area. I'm a little more dark in that area, and so if I go too light like the rest of the parts of my face, then it's gonna be looking ashy down here, and we don't want that. So just gonna go ahead and blend this in, and I'm using a sponge to do this. I have a whole video here when this first came out here on my channel. I'll link it in the cards above if you want to see my thorough review on this foundation. I believe that this foundation is a really good lightweight, medium to buildable coverage foundation. And I think also if you're new to makeup, this will be good because you can kind of control the product with the wand that's in here. For concealer, we're gonna go in with the Rare Beauty concealer. This is in the shade 370 Neutral as well, which is another reason I like this brand in the line of this foundation, because some of them have the matching concealer number. So you don't even have to do all this extra trying to figure out what's your shade in the foundation versus if you wanted to get a highlighter shade in your concealer, it's already done for you, really. I just feel like this is like a really good, nice, subtle, this looks so good. I'm gonna highlight a little bit with this Juvia's Place. Now this Juvia's Place concealer is definitely like a more medium to full coverage concealer. I'm also gonna go ahead and contour or bronze with the stick. Love this stick. Very creamy, easy to work with. All right, we're gonna set the face with this Marc Jacobs Finish Line Invisible Perfecting Coconut Setting Powder. I've had this for some time. This is a really nice setting powder. It has coconut in it. Enough said. Enough said. And it just lays really nicely on the skin without looking too powdery or cakey. And this is a throwback for me. How it just melts in the skin. So perfect. To set the face, I'm gonna go in with, of course, this Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. For bronzer, I'm so excited to use this. It's been so long, but this is the Becca bronzer in the shade Ipanema Sun, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Ipanema Sun, but like, look how gorgeous this is. This is a really pigmented bronzer. It's just like that beautiful sun-kissed shade. Like, look at that. For blush, we're gonna go in with this matte copper tone. It is a matte shade. We're gonna top it with the Rare Beauty toppers. Hope is more of a pink, like really pink, subtle type of shade. And then Joy is like a coppery, peachy orange shade. So I think I'm gonna go in with Joy just to kind of like brighten up the look a bit. And I'm gonna use the Rare Beauty brush, just a fluffy brush. I really like this brush. It does what it needs to do. Like, these are so, look at that. They're so pigmented. They're so good. So good. We're gonna finish up the eyes by going in with those shades that we used, that brown, that copper shade, and then just smoke out the bottom lash line. Brighten under the eye a little bit more. I'm gonna take the Charlotte Tilbury finishing powder in Fair. Very subtle of the eye right here. Not too much. Just right here. Going in with that e.l.f. Lash Extender mascara to do the bottom lash line. Also gonna use this Urban Decay 24/7 liner in the shade. Oh, I've been sharpening this thing so much. Demolition. It's a beautiful brown shade, almost dark black. I think it's perfect for the waterline. For the inner corner, I said I was gonna do an inner corner shade. I'm just gonna take this light gold shade on the Soleil and wet my brush and go in it again, tapping off the excess, and just place that right in the corner of the eye. I like to bring my inner corner shade up in the eyelid. It just looks better to me. No other reason, just looks better to me. Actually, I'm gonna go on with this e.l.f. Cream Glide Liner in the shade Dark Cocoa. Since we're going in with a dark shade, I just wanna line my lips. Yes. To set the face, I'm going in with this Juvia's Ready Set Seal. Who remembers this highlighter? This was the highlighter by ColourPop and Makeup Shayla in Pose. This was my favorite highlighter of all time. For it to be a loose powder, yeah. This came out so good. These are some good products. I'll have all the products listed down below. If you enjoyed this Throwback Thursday video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And until next time, love, peace, and beauty. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.